Okay, here we are. We're going to finish this tag, but it needs some embroidery stitches. So I think I'll use some of this blue. I bet you I got more here somewhere. Okay. I'm going to use 2 strands because I don't want it to be heavy. And when I use 2 strands, it could be 2 actual plies of the thread, or it could be I've taken a single ply and folded it in half. And that's what I'm going to do in this case. So just doubling this ply. Wrapping the thread around the needle, pulling up, pushing through, just like that. Slick, huh? Okay, I haven't got these stitched down yet. So this is going to go right about there. I think what I want to do is do some dark blue stitches around this green piece. I'm going to do little cross stitches, little X's. I have this broken ruler. Sad. It's very sad, I know. I wish I had a replacement for it. I'm going to use this one actually. And this is a friction pen, Frixion. It's made by Pilot. And this ink will disappear when you hit it with a hot iron. So I'm just going to put my ruler there, and I'm going to draw some dots with my black friction pen. Came out on the white okay, but needs a little more vigorous. Okay. I'm going to start down here at this hole. And because it's doubled, there's a loop there. I'm just going to catch that. That way I don't have to tie a knot. So those black dots will help me to get really evenly spaced and straight stitches. The friction pen, you don't have to go to any sewing store or anything for it. You're going to find it at, you know, your regular office supply joint. I got mine at Staples. I have a confession. I mentioned in my video yesterday that my car was full to the roof with old organizing stuff that clearly was broken, didn't work. So I went to the thrift store, unloaded, and then I went inside the thrift store. Oh my gosh. But at that point, I had already done one tag, and I thought, maybe I'll do a bunch of tags, because it is fun. When I was doing a lot of quilting, there was a trend at one time that Sundays were slow stitch Sundays. So no machines sewing on Sundays. It was either handwork, applique, quilting, hand quilting. I'm not seeing the dots, so I'm trying to guess where to put that. Okay, I'm going to tie that off, and then I'm going to go back in and do the other part of the X. Anyway, so I've always enjoyed handwork. So I got myself an embroidery magazine. It's from 2011. It's not new. Where is it? It might be Australian. So it's called Inspirations. And the thing that it was $1, you know. And all the patterns are still in there and everything. What caught my eye, let's see if I can find it, was this project here. See the flowers on the brim of her hat? And they're all slightly different, and they give you instructions how to do these little flowers. And I thought, oh my gosh, that would be cute. Do you know what else I like about this magazine? It has little things I can cut out. So here's a little verse. I meant to do my work today, but a brown bird sang in the apple tree, and a butterfly flitted across the field, and all the leaves were calling me. And there's even, let's see if I can find one. There's a little tulip. Look at these roses. Look at that lily there. That's an illustration. These little things. Pictures of flowers. There's a geranium. Here's a little advertisement, vintage advertisement. So there's little bits and pieces that I could cut out. Look at there, chocolate and roses. Yeah. Where's the little mouse that I saw? There was a cute little mouse. Look at the little mousey. And here's another advertisement for thread with these 3 3 little mice. Anyway, it's cute. Cute book. So there's some project ideas in there that I might aspire to. Let's get another needle going here. I like a shorter thread. It doesn't get tangled as much. Yes, you do have to thread your needle more often, but I just feel like I have better control of a short needle, or short thread, I mean. Okay. So I just go through the same hole as the other stick, the other leg of the X. Make sure I catch that loop. I like little projects that I don't need to put on a hoop. First of all, I would never use a hoop. They mark the fabric terrible. When I was doing cross stitch, I would use a Q-snap frame. So it's sort of this white tubular thing and plastic fingers. Yeah, fingers. And you could mix and match the sizes of the sides. You know, I think the smallest was probably 6 by 6. That was great for stretching the surface. I don't even have to worry about ironing to take the ink off. Can't even see it. Okay. All right. Now, we talked about doing a little pocket. Are we committed to the green pocket, or do we want the denim pocket? it's really thick. Okay, maybe I'll do this little piece of tatting. Okay. I'm gonna use a very, very light blue. I want it to hide. I don't want it to be obvious. And just one strand. Now I want this to be fairly straight. So where the little dots connect there, I'm going to lay those right on this line in the pattern. Okay. So there's the line in the pattern of the fabric. And I'm going to go right through this loop here that connects the two circles. I want to do it really super tight because I don't want it to pull, but at the same time I want it flat, right? Just going to knot that off and cut it. Okay. I think I'm going to just sew that little loop there the top loop. And match it up with that line. Ouch! Sorry, didn't mean to yell. Now, just don't get carried away, Nance. Slow down. Should have worn my armor. Okay. Alrighty. Just gonna trim this little string off that goober. Yeah, I'm good with that. Okay, this little thing. So I'm gonna glue that on. See if there's any more of this stiffness I can tear out. A little bit, not a lot. I know that the denim pocket, that came from like a pair of baby jeans. I just cut it off. Okay. For this part, I'm just going to use some ordinary sewing thread, if there's such a thing. Okay, so I'm going to move you over a smidger. Because I want those stitches to show. So I'm just using ordinary thread. And I'm just going to catch the edge of the pocket. And then come up again, just catch. Go straight down. Probably go faster if I had a thimble. because it's actually pretty tough fabric to be sewing through with that paper inside it. I'm going to pause while I do that. Okay, this one I have a little bit of dark green. I'm just sort of gonna freehand it. This is a lot easier to sew than that pocket was. It's going to be very uneven, and I'm okay with that. I should have done this edge before I sewed down that tatting. I'll just have to push it out of the way. Okay. There we go. The next one, I'll do like a blanket stitch. I always struggle with that one, so I'll have to think about it for a minute or two. Okay. If I'd been thinking, I could have embroidered like a little daisy there or something. I'm going to go with this medium sort of blue. Yes, they're all tangled up and it's hard to use, but yeah, gosh, it was cheap. And the trick to not getting your embroidery threads all knotted and tangled up is to take them right apart. Take the plies right apart and then put them back together. Let's try that again. Whoop. Oh no. Oh no. Where did it go? There we go. Didn't want to find that the hard way. I actually, I bought a new area rug for the living room and brought the old one down here and put it under my desk. Doug's looked at it. Oh, what happened here? The knot pulled right through. Oh, no. Need a bigger knot. Okay. Now, how can I fix you? I'll cut this knot. Take it out. What am I using? Oh my word. Ooh, Nancy. Okay. Oh, I need to go one more back. That was too short. Okay. Now, don't you come through again. So I'll have to go back in and fix those stitches. But right now, I'm wondering now if I should have used a different color. I don't know if this is going to show up all that great. We know it's there. Probably a better way to do this, but I don't know what it is. Just about done. I'm just going to secure that. Come to the back. This extra loop is bugging me. Yeah, it's not bugging me now. Yeah, it's not super easy to see, but you know what? I'm just going to use this blue to fix that. One, two. Something different. It's going to pull right out if I'm not careful. So I think I have all my edges covered. What the heck happened here? Somehow I got a knot in here. Gosh. That's a not okay. Nancy. All right. You're going to make me use the right color? I'll use the right color. Yeah. Oh boy. I didn't do that right. This is the embroidery gods telling me. You've done enough for one day, Nancy. No more. Even though there's a loop here, I'm going to do a big knot. So I don't want any more happenings. Okay, this time I'm going to start here. Ta-da! Oh my gosh. Okay, there's one gone through. I mean, it doesn't matter, but it does. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter, but it does. All right. I'm gonna go iron that. Be right back. All right, now I'm gonna put these I'm going to stitch these buttons down, but I'm just going to poke holes to make it a little smidgy easier. Now on an ordinary button card, the thread would only be passed through once, but I want these to stay on. So I'm going to do another pass. Then I'm going to knock my glue over. Okay. I'm going to knot that one so it doesn't go anywhere. Okay. I'm going to knot this. And then I'm going to bring this to the front. I don't want to cut it. I just want to sort of tear the thread. You see what I mean? I'm going to cut this off of the back a bit. Okay. This is just a mouse pad. Okay, this is going to be glued thusly. Come on, glue. Okay. What do you think? Overkill? Okay. I did want to stitch down a rusty pin. Let's use some green. Medium green. I might have a little applique or something I can glue on there. Maybe. Bet you I do. I will look in 1 minute after I knot this thread. I could add a little charm. The other one I added a bead. Okay, let's make sure you get there straight. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Okay, that's looking good. Are you stitching along with me? Okay. Let's see if I have an applique that I can put there. like the big one. I'm going to go with that one, though. Oh, wait a minute. That's the one. That's the one. Ooh, you know what else I woulda, coulda, shoulda? I have a million yo-yos. Gotta get out some yo-yos. Okay, I'm gonna glue this down. There's a little scrap of green thread there. Couldn't get the glue to stick on that little stem there. Nice, 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 nice. What else could I do? It feels a little bottom heavy, but I'm okay with that. Okay, let's glue it on here. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm going to double this up because it feels kind of flimsy. Do I have any more of that paper around? Well, before I do anything, I'm going to end this video and go back to the other one. Okay? Thanks for joining me.